On today's episode of Data Online, we have the honor of hosting one deep insighted sports personality. She's a female, as a matter of fact. Now, on today's episode, we are going to dive into one topic that has become quite prominent in the space of top sportsmen. It looks like for some time now, sportsmen that are accused of either assault or rape is taking the stage of prominence in world sports, especially with top sportsmen in football. For that matter, I think it will do us a lot of good for you, our viewers, and myself to have someone who has deep insight, has followed these issues for long, and has in total knowledge of this world. I'm honored to introduce to you Afia Genaro Gatuso. Sis, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, bro.
So before we start, I think I have the advantage of knowing you.
Sure.
But for the sake of our viewers, let's tell our viewers, who is Afia Genaro Gatuso?
Once again, I want to say thank you so much for the privilege given. I'm highly honored. Thanks so much. My name is Afia Genaro Gatuso, and actually the name Afia Genaro Gatuso is a nickname. My real name is Kumi Yeboayede. I hail from Sunyane in the Bono region. There is a nearby town close to Sunyane called Fiapre. That is where I was born, I was bred, I was raised up, and then all my family they are in Sunyane right now. So I hail from Sunyane, Fiapre in the Bono region. And then the name Afia Genaro Gatuso, and I would say probably it's a nickname because that isn't on my certificate. That nickname, there is a mystery behind the name. I didn't choose the name.
That we'll get into very soon.
Sure. There is a mystery behind the name, and then I would want to unravel that mystery behind the name in no time.
So you heard it first on the screens of Data Online. Afia Genaro Gatuso is a nickname of this female sports personality, a female sports journalist, as a matter of fact. Now, I'm sure our fans would like to know why Genaro Gatuso, of all the sports names we know.
Thanks once again. The name Afia Genaro Gatuso, which I decided to go by once I decided to be in sports journalism, and then I have the ambition of going beyond the boundaries, going beyond Ghana, going beyond West Africa, going beyond Africa, and then the world at large. And to reach out, you need a name. For sports personalities, you need to choose a unique name. But for my case, it's different because I didn't choose the name. It was given to me by my one-time drive host at J Life FM, where I started a radio in Sunyane. And then there was once a time I entered the studio, it was time for sports, and then during his outro, he said, there is somebody, the face of sports, and as a female who is into sports journalism, he is having the honor to announce Afia Genaro Gatuso, and he is personally giving that name Genaro Gatuso. I was born on Friday, so automatically my name is Afia. Yes, so he added Genaro Gatuso because he looked at my traits, my qualities, my characteristics. I'm very confident, everything that he knows me for. So he decided to give me the name Genaro Gatuso. And then Genaro Gatuso is a footballer, a former footballer who was once a coach, Ivan Genaro Gatuso from Italy. So during his playing days, how he was conducting himself on the field of play, how aggressive, he's a different character. So he looked at me and then how I do my sports, the way I talk, the way I present, and he said, no, I have to add Genaro Gatuso because you are just too similar to Ivan Genaro Gatuso, who is a former footballer. And then I decided to go by the name Afia Genaro Gatuso. So the name was given to me by one time my drive presenter J Life FM.
Amazing. So there you have it. That is a little bio, or should I say background, of Afia Genaro Gatuso, whom we are honored to host on Data Online today. Alright, so let's get into the topic proper. Today we are discussing the topic top sportsmen who in one way or the other have been involved in allegations of rape or assault. That is what we are getting into. And like I said in the beginning, I think it will be very informing and educative for us to have somebody who has deep insight and in total knowledge about this particular topic. That is why we have Afia Genaro in our studios today. So Afia, I think you heard me. We are getting into it. But first of all, what is your take on the entire topic?
It is something that is gradually becoming a menace. Actually, the issue of footballers involving themselves into rape cases and sexual assault. In the last 10 years, we've seen a lot of players who have just involved themselves in this unfortunate act, and it's very, very sorry to say it's quite rampant nowadays, and then there need to be measures to curtail this particular nuisance, because it doesn't help at all for the sake of the footballers, their image, their brand, their talent, their careers. It's usually at risk when they get themselves involved in such ungodly acts. Some of them are mostly accusations, which at the end of the day, judges in their own wisdom prove that such players who were involved in those activities are supposed to go out free. They are being left unpunished, because at the end of the day, investigations found out that they were innocent. But once you be tagged with this particular issue, in one way or the other, it harms your career as a footballer. And we have a lot of cases, we have a lot of instances previously, right now, and probably in the future. Because once the footballers are famous, women will want to come to them. And it's a lot of factors that contribute to all this nuisance and menace of late in some of the careers of certain footballers.
There you have it, the take of Afia Genaro of today's topic. Now let's get into the various top sportsmen who have been involved in such situations. I would like us to start with Cristiano Ronaldo. How did his come about?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo, 2008-2009 season, he was in America having fun, because at the end of the day, it was end of the season, so he decided to have some fun in America. And then there is a certain lady, Catherine Mayorga, who came out later to claim that he had a sexual affair with Cristiano Ronaldo, which wasn't consensual. But at the end of the day, the issue went to court, in and out, a lot of lawyers, a lot of years, and then in the long run, it came out that Ronaldo, it was consensual. Actually, it was an agreement. Mayorga agreed with Cristiano Ronaldo to go in bed with him, and after that, she was paid for that. So it was more or less a contract, which he can't later blame Cristiano Ronaldo for any sexual assault or something like that. So Ronaldo, in the long run, was vindicated, because he was proven innocent of the charges that Catherine Mayorga in 2009 put on him. And then we have this particular player who played for Sheffield United, Ched Evans. He was also accused of raping an underage, drunk young girl. And then it turned out that he was given 5 years imprisonment, and it was very bad. That ended his career abruptly, because his contract was cancelled at Sheffield United, and then his whole career, his entire life was in a mess up. Because after cancelling his contract with Sheffield United, he didn't have the opportunity to affiliate himself with different clubs so that he can continue his career. And that ended Ched Evans' fame, his popularity. In fact, he was a serious footballer, very good, very talented. But due to that rape assault, which turned out to be true, his career ended abruptly. And then we have this particular guy, Adam Johnson, another top talent. In the history of England, there have been several young talents who were prophesied to be some people great, some great footballers, because their talent into the future was very clear, and how they ended up due to rape issues and assault just ended their football careers in the gutters somewhere else, and we didn't see Adam Johnson because those days he was playing with Sunderland and he was accused of raping a 15-year-old girl, and he was also given a 5-year sentence. So once the issue proved to be true by a competent court of jurisdiction, you be made to face the consequences. Yes, he was punished for 5 years imprisonment, and then that ended Adam Johnson's career. But for him, he was so fortunate that he did some investment when he was at his prime.
Okay.
So he had a lot of businesses, a lot of companies. He was running aside football. So that really helped Adam Johnson. Otherwise, he would be very miserable after going into prison for 5 years and then returning with no club. You have to end your career at that stage. But Adam Johnson moved ahead with his businesses and he's now enjoying life. He's having a luxurious life. We recently heard the issue of Danny Alves da Silva.
Down.